This is a documentary.
I don't see any dip.
What do we have so far?
We've got a little salmon and olive hors d'oeuvres. Just something real quick. And the pizzas are kitchen sink, which has everything.
Kitchen sink.
We have mozzarella, tomato, and spinach on that guy right there.
Okay.
And 4 cheese and meat.
Oh, okay. And now I understand you have a script coming up tomorrow night.
I do. I've got my cage fighting script is tomorrow night. Rear naked choke. I'm very excited about that one because it's.
What's the log line?
Log line is a one-legged MMA fighter struggles to break his dependency from his twin brother.
These are basically chocolate cupcakes, but made from the same recipe Victoria uses for her chocolate cake, which adds extra chocolate pudding in there, like extra chocolate pudding.
It's like a double fudge type of thing.
Exactly.
You're sort of like the Julia Child of the Screenwriters group, right? Correct?
No, I'd have to be much drunker. Can't talk to me later in the evening.
Later in the evening,
Yes.
much drunker. Okay, check. Got
Check.
it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So wasn't the last one the conspiracy thriller? The one you presented to the group?
That was more action horror.
Action horror.
Demonology.
What was the log line on that again?
When her occult-obsessed ex-boyfriend unwittingly summons a powerful demon, a lifelong skeptic of the supernatural must come to grips with her true nature and battle an onslaught of satanic invaders.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Great. What did you bring?
I brought fruit.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I brought a nice sticker.
Wow.
Look at that.
That is Lucy. Yes, you may not. I know you're so good.
What did you bring?
Oh, I brought brie and fruit, and I brought cheese and tomato shish kebabs.
Okay. Okay, we're talking with Joey, and she really is our romance expert at the Screenwriters group. Isn't that true?
Because I am mature enough to say the things that young people might be embarrassed to say. What I argue, if you want to hear it in a nutshell, there are many men who write action movies in our group, and they always have a gorgeous woman in their arms in the last 10 minutes. But they don't always show her enough times during the movie. They don't show her being romanced and seduced and making an intimate connection on a psychological level, and yet she runs off with the guy to even another country at the end.
We're talking with Vanessa, who is one of our premier members.
Very kind.
And you've written a screenplay called The Karaoke Kid.
I did write The Karaoke Kid.
And give us a log line on that.
A washed-up 80s radio DJ befriends a washed-up 80s rock star, and together they climb the circuit of the International Karaoke Championship.
Mr. David.
How are you, sir?
What did you have to eat so far?
Everything, one of everything.
One of everything.
Yes.
And how?
You know, we are all very good writers. I know that. Not all of us are great cooks.
Okay, so we're talking with
Tanya Foskett. Hello, Lewis. Oh, logline. I don't know, but I like to say that it's a low-budget version of Brokeback Mountain meets Lost in Translation.
Wow.
The setting, it has a stranger in a strange land setting.
Right.
3 Westerners in Japan. But it's a coming-of-age first lesbian love story.
We're talking with
Mike DeLuca, that's me, man.
Mark DeLuca.
Hey.
And as far as what you're writing?
Oh, what I'm writing, I'm working on a science fiction script.
Right.
It's called AD. It's very early Spielberg, a bit of archaeological, and basically it's sort of like I said, Da Vinci Code meets Stargate meets Starman.
Wow.
Yeah.
And who's your protagonist?
A filmmaker named Jim Reeves, who's basically Jim Cameron after he's been Bernie Madoffed, if you will.
Victoria Arrington.
And you've been in New York City Screenwriters for how long?
Since April of 2010.
2010, okay. And now you're a costume designer.
This is correct.
Do you do costumes for films?
Yes, sometimes. I do films, photography mostly, occasionally theater, dance, opera.
And what was the most challenging job that you ever had?
most challenging job I ever had was probably a documentary about Winston Churchill. My costume, basically I had to kind of sew some stuff very quickly with like no supplies, and made it come together though, and I think the director appreciated it. So.
And you've been with Screenwriters for how long now?
Almost since they started in 2005.
Wow. And I just want to congratulate you. You just won a major screenwriting contest, which is?
The American Zoetrope contest.
And that's headed by?
Francis Ford Coppola.
Okay. And how much did you win on that?
5,000.
Wow.
Dwindling rapidly.
Okay.
But I could say that I could not have written 15 screenplays if I hadn't belonged to this group, Screenwriters Meetup, because it's been provided me, I've learned how to become a screenwriter from a group, and it's provided me with a community of writers. You know, even when it's a script that's a different genre than what I'm working on, I've always found the comments on other people's scripts very helpful to what I'm working on.
Jeremy Galen Engdahl Johnson.
And how long have you been with Screenwriters?
About a year, give or take.
Okay.
Not even, actually, like 6 months.
Okay, what are you working on right now? Okay.
It's called Byline.
Okay, and the log line is?
It's a social issue drama about a reporter whose family goes broke and has to make things right by selling out his best friend's family.
Giovanni Sanseviero. It's another dark comedy set in Great Neck, New York.
Okay, and did you get good feedback on it?
Yeah, I got terrific feedback. Even the feedback that I didn't enjoy hearing, I actually enjoyed, because it was I had a certain feeling those few elements were going to come up, which kind of confirmed that the feelings that I had. Areas that I needed to work on.
Identify yourself.
Louis Papier.
Okay. And you describe yourself as a Simon Cowell of the New York City Screenwriters Meetup.
That's correct.
Do you feel you live up to this title?
Again?
How do you feel you live up to this title?
Do I live up to it?
Yes.
I feel that I do. Because I'm very blunt.
You pull no punches.
I pull no punches, exactly. Go ahead, last words. Parting words.
Thank you for everyone for coming out and staying focused on the party, eating food. You guys are wonderful. We got to do this again next year.
And screenplays?
Everybody's got to come to my screenplay tomorrow, because we're going to do some cage fighting stuff tomorrow. That's what I'm talking about.
No.
One-legged cage fighter. Oh, the group is the best. It preserves creativity, and it demands good critiques from the rest of us. And that's great. We love it. The leader of the group? Yeah, David. Come here, you. Oh. Radiator sitter. That's my girl. I'm so proud of you.